Why, hello and greetings, everyone. It's Gleekon, and I'm back once again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are currently doing a World of Warcraft classic walkthrough, doing every quest in the game, as we try to cover every single thing in the game. The episode that we did last time, I thought I was going to finish Swamp of Sorrows as a Horde character, Gleek and Soul here, the Shaman, but we didn't quite get to it, so stay a while and listen. We're going to wrap the zone up. It was running a little long. I just did something happened with my chair is acting up. It's like leaning back. Like chair issues. Holy goodness. Okay. It's like leaning back power stance. I don't know. All right, so we are, let's see, there's me and someone else in the guild. Alright, so last time what we did was we basically wrapped up by killing a bunch of murlocs. We are almost done. We have to go turn in the fresh meat we got. And right now we do have the War Chief's orders. It's part of this borderline Blasted Land Swampasaurus quest, but we can take it out. And then we have this quest from Qatar.
It pleases me to see your hatred for the fishmen grows with mine. Find more of their kind along the beach, and when you've had your fill of combat, return to me. We shall speak then of a reward for your diligence.
So same thing as last time. The only thing that's different is we are replacing the generic murlocs by finding 10 marsh oracles. So it's actually going to be an annoying... We need the flesh. So we're going to go start at the north end of this beach. We're going to start with the oracles. What on God's green earth? Yeah, see, way up there there's an oracle. We gotta hope that we can find... It says there's oracles right there. The oracles are... I think they hide out. So I don't know. That's gonna be the part that's annoying about this. Can we get to the oracles and find them? Now, the reason why we're gonna be okay on this quest, or we do have the ink spewers again, those ones I hate. But why this will wind up being okay in the long run is... we're also going to do Nat Pagle's Extreme Angler quest. So that will require some traveling around, but that'll be the kind of second half of today's episode. That thing right there is a Marsh Oracle. So that's what we need to... I want this guy to stop chasing me. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to be scanning, hunting, looking for oracles. And... Come on, bro. Stop chasing me. Okay. That's the sort of goal. And if we have to fight others to get to them... Oh, I see 2 of them. Perfect. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to basically fight our way in. Now, the problem with the oracles is they're casters. So to really pull them out, we're going to need to draw kind of... Oh, I just pulled all 3. Dang it. We're gonna have to kill one soon. Because, oh no. He got a heal off on himself. Dang it. Okay, that's bad. And I got a second oracle coming. So I gotta save the shock. Terrible. This is going very poorly. I should probably abort the mission right now. Because if he hadn't got that heal off, I'd have been okay. Oh, he got another heal going on him. Dang it. Yeah, I gotta get that off. Okay, so I'm gonna drink a healing potion so I can heal a mana potion so I can heal myself. The flesh eater's getting me. I might die right now. Okay. Jeez. Okay, I gotta bounce. We did get one oracle. All I can do is just try and get out of here. Just gotta not draw anymore. And hopefully survive. I did get one. That was just bad luck, bad timing. I forgot about their ability to heal and all that stuff. So there you go. They abandoned me. And I can... I don't think I have any good food to eat right now. Can I eat this? No, that's seaweed. Can I just eat some tender meat, raw? That'd be cool. I could eat a raw winter squid. Disgusting. I could eat this raw yellowtail. It's also gross. I don't really want to use any of my stuff. You cannot eat raw stone scale eel. You could eat, might fish. I have extra fish oil I can bounce on if needed. Alright, so that was hectic and chaotic, and it was really because I ended up pulling a 3-pack. So, let's try not to do that again. Alright, let's be safe here. We're going to be safe and just try to pull this pack of dudes. Oops, I thought that was over. Alright, so... those oracles... oh my gosh, this is... I swear, I've been reporting this Argroar guy over and over again. Alright, so... that's one of them. And we're going to try to pull him. I don't want that oracle coming, but that's what we're going to do. The final one is the ink spewers. As we know, those guys are everywhere. Not really worried about them. And if we can fight the oracles one-on-one, it's okay. The problem is getting 10 of these oracles. 2 of them, whatever. We've got 2 flesh eaters here. We just got a healing potion. That's, I think, I'm gonna put that in there because I was completely out of all healing potions. Which is the story of life. We have to save that 1 medium healing potions for a Badlands quest. Oops. Okay, maybe he'll come follow us a little bit. Nope. I gotta get a heal off. And I gotta save, yeah, that. But now he's gonna want to run. He's immediately gonna have to use that potion I just got. I just didn't want to use that in the water. I felt like it would be. These guys are still not helping me. Alright, so here I am again with terrible... Alright, let's eat one of these. Okay. Well, we got 2 oracles and 2 flesh eaters, so 4 out of 30. This is really the only quest... oh, I forgot. I did want to go down and look in this cave. Ink spewers... are there oracles? I see flesh eaters. There are oracles. Alright, so let's go back into the cave. I forgot that was my original plan, actually. So let's do that. So we're going to go into the cave over there because you can fight these same guys there. And also, that's going to lead us to the Swamp Talker, where that's where we get our orders from for that other quest. So let's do that. I completely forgot that was my initial plan. I don't think killing 4 of our 30 guys is really going to hurt us in the long run. There is a cave over there. And you fight your way in, and eventually are trying to find a Swamp Talker. I believe that's what they're called. That's what the quest is called, anyway. And I think the drop rate is 100% if we can find one. There are usually more than one, I think. I don't know. Maybe there's only one, but he has random spawn spots, because this little map is all over the place. This is a dragon. Scary looking dragon. Uh-oh. Dang it. Somnus. We saw him last time too. So this is part of the chain of the guy that's on the Order of Blasted Lands. Even though it's counting as a Swamp of Sorrows chain, I would consider covering this chain while you do Blasted Lands. The second half are all Blasted Lands quests anyway. So I just wanted to cover all of the ones that occur in the Swamp of Sorrows. It's a cool quest line. Anything that deals with lots of lore, I'm going to go ahead and like that questline a lot more, just by definition. Someone told me in the chat, in the comments yesterday, that it was that I had good luck getting this as a channel name. So, it was the first name I picked up. I didn't think anything about it, but I guess that's true. Being able to name my channel Lore of Warcraft, I guess that's cool. Alright, so this is a flesh eater. We got another one coming down the hall. We need them. There's an ink spewer out there. Whatever. I feel like these flesh eaters are the hardest ones for us. He might grow on. I wasn't sure. Okay. The key here, though, is just walking into that cave. They don't run. If you don't remember from the last episode, they enter an enrage, a berserker mode, and kind of like ogres do, and a lot of other mobs actually. So they really followed that. From reading the, this guy instantly respawned, like instantly spawned in that other flesh eater spot. So they were either stacking up, or this is gonna be crazy long. I just got hit with that. That's annoying. Okay, we got an ink spewer. One down, but that flesh spewer is, or flesh eater is going to be coming also. So we're just going to methodically, as you must do when you go into a cave, we're going to methodically fight our way in. That was a nice hit. Like a double crit, like a crit with a Wind Fury proc that also critted. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with all these clams. Good, it didn't work on me, or he started running before his cast was up. Okay. So, there we go. We are now 7 of 30 down. I guess that's the pro of this mission. Okay, I can go Ink Spewer or Ink Spewer. Don't know. I kind of feel like there's an Oracle that way, so go this way. That's a Flesh Eater. Just gotta be careful. I don't want to... I do not want to 2v1, if at all possible. I certainly don't want to do anything more than 2v1. That will be a recipe for death. Because these guys are just a little too high level. They're 42 to 44. This Ink Spear's coming closer. Especially with that that spell right there. Yeah, I got some Moonberry juice. That's good. Okay, got a trifecta. I'm gonna try maybe go and cut up the middle. Now I want to do it that way. Alright, so this is just an Oracle by itself. That's good. Just be careful we got no aggros. Just gotta keep your head on a swivel in these caves. And for these guys, we really just gotta make sure, yeah, that we're ready to knock off their healing wave, and then they're gonna immediately run. Yeah, so it's a bad combo because I guess I could drop a... whatchamacallit. See, this is a... that's a recipe for 2v1 fighting right there. Do not want to do... okay, let's see if I can pull him just a pinch. Oh, he's already healing waving. Okay. Don't like that guy aggroing back there, or whatever, padding back there. Okay, my mana's getting a little low. Because of the nature of this cave, let's go ahead. I might have to drink some juice. Probably I will after this fight, since I'm going in. Resources low. There's another Oracle. It looks as though there is one of these swamp talkers, or whatever they're called. Marsh talk? I don't know. It looks like there's one down there. But just because of speed and I don't want to have to respawn, I'm going to drink while we're here. I also can drop these. I'm just getting stacks of them, but as I get stacks of them, there's some I can drop. Here's someone pitter-pattering around behind me. You just hear murlocs everywhere. This is actually great for the oracles, because trying to do this by walking along the beach would take forever. So I think this is the way to go if you want to do this quest. The second the, what's it called? Continued threat. There's this. Oh, that's a rare. Let's pull. He's gonna come join this fight. He's not a rare. Great. Okay, I gotta get a heal off here. I already do not have a potion. Gosh. He just got a little... okay. Uh-oh. Dang. Okay. No! I was hoping to reset these things down. Okay, well I got Fingat. A little tiny dude. Okay, that was annoying. But we survived. Yeah, I was hoping to replant these totems before he... Because what will happen, that's the downside of being a shaman. These guys will aggro your totems and then chain aggro that into you. Arcane spell damage. That's for us. Useless. Thanks for nothing, Fingat. Alright. But that was cool that we found a rare. Fingat. That's another oracle. Just don't want that guy to join the fight. Okay, I want to see if I have any scrolls. No, I've got no real buffs. I mean, I've got my Call of the Raptor, but now is not the time for that. Alright, I think it's... I think I gotta drink another juice. There is a Swamp Talk right there. It is a level 50. What level are we? 45. This is gonna be tricky. Okay, drink a juice. So we gotta clear the way to fight that guy. Now, it's not gonna be impossible to fight him at level 50. But it is going to be difficult, and we're gonna need to go in there, like, fully totemed up, fully ready to roll. Somehow we gotta try to fight him without... I mean, we are 38,000 away, that's too much. Like, there's no grinding our way into that. Also, he's gonna aggro from a hot mile away. So we gotta clear at least whatever ones we can. Gotta wait for him to go. Like, I gotta try to pull... Notably, I gotta try to pull that Oracle. This guy will be easier to pull when he comes over here and separates a little bit. Should be able to grab him. And they don't run. That Oracle, though. One of the two of them I gotta grab first. Okay, I think I can grab that Oracle right now. No, I can grab this guy right now. Because if I have to 2v1 with him, that's gonna be challenging, to say the least. I'm already scared that he's gonna a little bit too close to that Oracle back there. I mean, it's already gonna be hard. That's what she said. Come on, bro. I forgot. I did that last time too. Alright, so it's a level... the quest is a level 55. Oh, we did pull him. Dang it. Okay, so we're probably screwed here. I might end up having to use a reincarnation. We're gonna have to see how it goes. He just summoned a little... Dang it! Oh man, I'm screwed. 100% screwed. Let me at least try to kill this guy, so then I can hop off and... Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna use reincarnation because I'm gonna die over here. And that's okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and eat and drink. This guy... Looks like he's respawned, but look, he's got these stupid things. These swamp spirits. I don't know if they're gonna come back or not. I don't know, but this guy already respawned. So that's terrible. Yeah, and you cannot fight him without killing the Marsh Oracle because he'll heal them. Now, I do want those guys to respawn. I mean, despawn, because then hopefully I can save some shocks for Just keep that in mind. Just save my earth shocks. Yeah, there we go. These little guys died. Yeah, here's where I gotta be careful. Yeah, where is he gonna run? Okay, same kind of deal here. I gotta wait for this guy to come over. No, I pulled him again. You gotta be kidding me. I'm screwed. He got a heal off too. And he summoned the little dude. Dang it, man. I'm completely screwed. I don't even know what to do. What, jump down here? Sucks. Okay, so now I've got to run all the way back into the cave. All I have is that moonberry juice now. I don't have any... I just have one moonberry juice. I just... I should have been more careful. I was trying to rush. Should have been more careful. I mean, we're getting our oracles killed. So there's that. And flesh eaters. We're just going to have to go kill ink spears at the end. This guy is a beast. Okay, so we got to make our all the way back. I mean, I wonder if I can pull him separate. Maybe I should try that path. I just hope that I can... Maybe I can run back to that spot before... those mobs respawn. Maybe, depending on where I'm at. I mean, I jumped down, but that's okay. The elevation will be alright, like I should be able to. It has me, but I think because of the verticality or whatever, I think I can... See, these guys are respawning. So I jumped off that ledge. Oh, I'm at 56% ability. Yeah, see, those guys are respawning. Gross. Okay, so if I can... Oh my gosh, who did I pull? This dude? Oh my gosh. Oh no. Gosh. No, I let him do it. Dang it. Okay, at least it's a one-hit thing. That's good to know. Okay. Man, but look how low. This is a straight war of attrition. Yeah, see, there was no interrupting it. So this is bad. And look at his life, like, it is not... I needed to be at high... So there's no point in... Yeah, there's no point in doing that either. It's got to be straight up lightning shields. I'm gonna die again on this fight. The only thing I can think of is maybe I could get a war stomp off and that would help. I can survive for another 50 seconds. I could use another potion. But that's gonna be tough. Oh man. At least he doesn't hit that fast. It's not the worst in terms of War of Attrition. I'm gonna use one of my big potions, I think, with him. That was my goal, was to, yeah, hit him with that to stun him. But will he re-enter? Yeah, he's just gonna go right back into that cycle. Okay, I can get this stronger potion. I will give half my mana back. I need to pull him a little bit. I need to pull him a little bit more away, closer to the edge. Okay, gotta have that back up. Those are the only two I really need. Then it's just about using these mana potions, just surviving the 2 minutes each time. Okay. This is a straight war of attrition for sure. Dang it. So annoying. But he's just a straightforward mob. Like I'm hitting him for 9 damage. I've got a 17. That's why I've got to do something a little better than that. Maybe if I put this here, that'll help? I don't know. Let's see. 20. Resist. It's like, what can I do from a mana perspective, you know? Okay, 11 more seconds, I'll be able to use another potion. Doing okay, so maybe I'll use one of my lighter potions. I mean, that did help do a lot more damage. Maybe it's worth it. Okay. Oh, we gotta get that out. Bad time to heal. Okay. I think it was worth it. That actually, we had some serious effect on his mana. So, I like it. Oh no, he's running! You've got to be kidding me! Okay, now we've got to kill him. It's got to be all out. Got to be all out. Oh man. Okay, we got him. What? Oh god. Ah. Alright. Now I have to fight my way back out. I'm at 40% durability, but we got the orders. That also screwed me because I had no inventory room because I'm an idiot. Stupid. Let me get rid of the single crocolisk meat. How about that? The single fine sand, even though I am... What did I... 23 leather pants. Mine are still better, those trip runner dungarees. Yeesh. Okay. Now I have to fight my way out. We need 3 more flesh eaters, 2 more oracles, and 7 more ink spewers. And that's pretty much it. We can go turn in... Where are we supposed to turn in the... I think Questy might be... Yeah, Questy's given us... Wait, where did it go? Did I not... I still have to go up there and loot it. It didn't count as looting it? No, it did. Commander, return to Orgrimmar. Your forces are inadequate. Must reanalyze our position based on new information. Large number of Shadowsworn and Ogres present. Demons guard the Dark Portal. Thrall, War Chief of the Horde. So basically, they had some orders to retreat. Yeah, we got it. I just have to, like, not aggro dudes. Okay. So, I'll re-eat this. And then we gotta fight our way out. At least that dude's dead. It's just not counting it, you know, freaking questy goes half the time. We do actually have the quest. Where are we supposed to take it to? Return them to the fallen hero of the Horde. So we have to return them over there. Alright. Cool. So let's rebuff up. Gonna fight this guy. Fighting our way out, we should get the things we need. Now I'm going all out. I'm actually going to save. I'm going to wait for him to... Dang. We got another Oracle down. This guy's coming. Crap. Terrible. Okay. I had to use my last little baby potion. You still have a couple. Alright. Just getting out of here is pain in the tuchus. Okay, we got 9 flesh eaters done. And 9 oracles. No drink. I guess I have to buy drinks next time I go to town. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is annoying. He's basically a shaman. I'm basically fighting the Murloc version myself. I'm not even gonna use Lightning Shield in this next bit. I gotta save her for that. Got him. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any juice. Oh, I do have that moonberry juice. I never got a chance to drink it. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, I guess. I'll have to invest the few silver in... Oh, gosh, you joik. Okay, this will be the last flesh eater I need. Hopefully I can get out of here with as few kills as possible. And then we just have to kill 7 ink spewers. And he wasted my moonberry juice. That was my last drink. Of course it was. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Want to get out of here as quickly as I can. That guy's gonna fight me. Yep. Okay, we're just gonna War of Attrition this dude. I'm not using any magic. Let's see if that helps me rejuvenate. I'm just gonna do it at a rejuvenation station here. Cool. I mean, XP is okay. We paid for itself as long as you hit at least the 16 seconds. Pays for itself. And we don't need any of those guys. That's the annoying thing. There's a flesh eater. I want ink spewers only. This shaman's gonna make me fight him. Of course, he came over here and aggroed this side. Same deal. Just gonna War of Attrition this dude. Yeah, see, he has the lightning thing too, which is hurting me. Yeah, that's what we're waiting on. There's an ink spewer. Get off that clam. I don't want that clam. Look how much clam meat I have. Thanks. Alright. So this ink spewer aggroed because of my totem. That's alright. I was kind of considering fighting him anyway. He's gonna suck. Cool. We got a potion. Got a healing potion. I'll take it. All day, every day, baby. Come on. Alright, this will be our 5th ink spewer. We're down to needing 5 murlocs. My defense has increased. I don't even remember dropping this stone skin totem. Yeah, he's probably gonna want to run. That's very cool. So almost, I can see the cave exit. I can see it. I can see it clearly. From the light of your mind. There's another ink spewer. We could actually grind that guy out. And there's another ink spewer. So I think I'm going to actually do that. I'm going to pull a few of these rather than having to go hunt at the beach. Get as many of our final 5 as we can. And then we have to go turn it in right by that guy, so... But I mean, while we're right here... Oh no. That's an ink... That's a... Is that guy gonna aggro onto my totem? If so, I'm leaving. Yes, he did. Alright, I'm out of here. I'm just getting out. No! I wanted to turn Ghost Wolf form, but I mistimed it. I might have to use my potion to make me run. I had to. Actually, that one I can probably do. Come here, you biscuit eater. Of course. Alright, so I have, I think 6. Maybe I have 7? I don't know. This is probably going to be my 7th. Yeah, those totems are getting me. I wonder if you can. Can you just decompose the totems? If you can do it that way, actually. Let's check it out. If I just do that. No, you can't. Sometimes you can right-click off buffs, but maybe that's a retail thing. I don't know. Alright, we're down to needing 3 ink spewers. That's it. I should probably get in Ghost Wolf form in case one of these spiders aggroes me as I limp my way to the finish line here. With multiple deaths. It wasn't pretty, ladies and gentlemen, but I got it done. Through a major war of attrition with that level 50 Swamp Walker, Swamp Talker, whatever. Okay, we do need to kill 3 more ink spewers, so... Order of operation. Order of business number 1. There's one right there. They're all over the place. Here's another one. Thanks. I hate that move. Ink spray. Yeah, because it gives you you now have more than 50% miss chance, because you always have a non-zero chance to miss. And that's just annoying. I mean, I don't know if it works for like, can you miss with spells? I don't remember. Ooh, Black Forge Cape. That is a 12-point cape. My cape is also... I'm wearing the same exact one. I already have the Black Forge Cape. Black Forest Crinkle Cake. Oh my gosh. My wife makes these cookies at Christmas called Black Forest Crinkle Cookies. Oh my gosh. They are straight busting. Okay, so these are the same kind of... I think there's a correlation here. I mean, I don't think... there obviously is. There's a correlation between these dead turtles, these dead giant sea creatures. But the turtles, I guess, in particular, and the murlocs. But we already know that from Warcraft 3. That's how they roll. Alright. This is our last guy we need here. The old ink spewer. Final one. Oh, he got me with his ink. Ew, the ink's in my eyes. And then that's it. We're done with the questing here. Let's see. How long did that take us? Took us 40 minutes. And you know, you're going to add 5 minutes more on as we go turn these in. So the second half of this episode today is now going to be doing that Pagle's fishing line. And that'll give us an opportunity to talk and, how are you? What are you doing? You know, when GleeCon talks about non-WoW things. And then half the viewers just click off the video right now. I'll try to keep it WoW related, even though I say that and I often fail. Okay, so here is Qatar, and we're turning in. I actually forgot to click that we picked this up, so let's go to yield spreadsheet. We did this, which one? Continued threat. And picked that bad boy up. Let's turn it in.
Well done, adventurer. I call for more of their blood. Let all the fishmen perish.
And that's it. You just do that for some XP. You do get a decent amount of rep for Orgrimmar. But that's it. Nothing special. You just go kill more for some XP. But hey, since we had to go do that for the Swamp Talker anyway, that was actually a nice way to just get some free real estate on that continued threat. Only 2 quests left to turn in. Fresh meat, or 3. Fresh meat, the Swamp Talker, and then that will give us 1 more storyline, which is great. Then what we're going to do is we are going to astral recall our way back to Orgrimmar. And then from there, we're going to fly down to Duskwallow Swamp, Brackenwall Village, and then we're going to make our journey over to Nat Pagle Angler Extreme. So that'll be fun. We'll do some water walking with that. I mean, now since I have 37 reagents for water walking, I'm going to spam water walking. We'll water walk all over the dang place. Yeah, I don't think... I'm trying to think of what's the best way. Because if we fly there, I think if we cut over and then we can water walk our way down there, it should be okay. I don't know that you can water walk when you're in Ghost Wolf form. I don't think you can. And then we'll look from there where we have to go. We'll make a plan of attack, knowing that we're eventually going to have to come back to him. So the fact that we have Astral Recall to help keep bringing us back to Orgrimmar will be helpful. And hopefully, like I said, it's just really the second half of the video. Hopefully we can get it done in less than an hour. That's my goal. Alright, where's our dude? Here he is.
Zug Zug.
I have a cask of wine waiting for your success, Gleekensoul. It's only right I taste the goods before I have it shipped back to my customers.
Ah, this should be perfect. I can't wait to taste these after they are prepared perfectly over an open fire. You should take a sample of it with you on your travels. It truly is delicious.
Trash belt and some crawler legs, which I'll just keep because I have nothing to eat right now anyway. So not anything special in terms of that quest, what it was, but whatever. Yeah, I was way off. We're going to need just those 2 rows. Alright, so let's go do the Swamp Walker part, and then we will be officially done with this zone. And just to flesh out the episode, we will get Nat Pagle's Angler Extreme. We're going to have to do this a second time with Gleekensoul anyway. I mean, Gleekentessa. So you'll get to see the pleasure of these travels twice. And how it will be more or less annoying as Alliance, I don't recall. Oh, actually, while I'm there, I should probably... no, we'll repair when we go to Orgrimmar. We'll have to run around. We really should go to... Carefully folded note. Oh, that's past him. That's for Puba. That's for when we do Stranglethorn Vale. Awaiting orders.
It is worse than I imagined. 19 of my men could have been spared from the agony which they faced. If only I had not acted so irrationally. You must help them, adventurer. I am powerless to act. Before we may continue, you must hear my story.
Okay, so this is the final part that we can do right now. Please continue, hero.
My captors were cruel beyond measure, adventurer. They would alternate between Lieutenant Kirith and I, torturing one while the other watched. During a lull in the activity of an especially brutal day, Kirith told me what had happened to my men, and a plan he had been formulating to free them from their masters. They suffered a fate far worse than death, or even the pain Kirith and I endured.
What could be worse than death?
Neither you nor I could possibly imagine the pain an individual suffers when their soul is ripped from their body. They are not dead, and by no means are they alive. Instead, they walk the land, servants of those that bind them to this world. Lord Razilik, demonic overlord of these lands, enslaved them all. 9 he took for his own, placing stones of binding near the dark portal. The remaining 9 were divided up between his subordinates.
Subordinates?
The Archmage Alistage of the Shadow Sworn was granted 3. Lady Savine, Warlock of the Shadow Sworn, was also granted 3. The remaining 3 were given to Grawl the Destroyer, Lord of the Dreadmaw Ogres of these blasted lands. You see, Gleekensoul, without a soul, the body cannot be killed. The remnants of my men are now indestructible fighting units. Thankfully, they are bound in how far they can travel by the Stones of Binding.
What are the Stones of Binding?
Neither you nor I could possibly imagine the pain
So,
an
yeah,
individual
sometimes when it's like a reading like this, Questy will glitch out. It did it good last time. It started out right, but now it's jacked.
They are exactly what you need to destroy in order to free the regiment. As I had told you earlier, Kirith had a plan. Each of the servants does have a weakness. Punish their physical form in proximity of their stones until they are near the state of disintegration. It is at that point, and that point alone, that the Stones of Binding are vulnerable to attack. You must hurry to destroy the stones, however, as once the enslaved regain their composure, they will be invulnerable to harm once more.
You can count on me, hero.
I wish it were true, Gleekensoul, but it will take more than you alone to overcome the forces of Razilik and his subordinates. Gather a suitable group of adventurers and would-be heroes and free my men of their eternal torture. 18 stones you must shatter. Fight hard and die with honor, Gleekensoul.
I shall.
The time to act is now, Gleekensoul.
So that gives us the quest, the Stones that Bind Us. And, oops. And that opens up, that's all going around killing elites in the Blasted Lands. It's really not worth it. Like, it's really tricky, you know, and it's way high level. It's not where we're at right now. All right, so did a Swamp Talk and a Tale of Sorrow, so we have another zone in the pipe, 5x5. Swamp of Sorrows has been 100% completed for now. I would consider that other part to be Blasted Lands quests. Alright, so we need to go here to Boomstick Imports.
Well met.
51 silver to repair. We're going to sell these items. For cooking, I can do the spiced chili crab. So tender crab meat I can cook. Everything else is a waste. So zesty can be gone. We have one more to open.
Looking for something special?
Okay, that I can keep. Boom. Boom. I'm gonna keep those for now. But tender I need. I missed that right there. So this is good though. I'm getting some good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna steal lockbox. What am I gonna do with that? Yeah, I'm not gonna even. I'm just gonna sell it. I don't like to shop and say, "Hey, can you open this for me?" Looking for a rogue. Because I'm not gonna tip them, and I feel like I don't need to go ask for free services. While sometimes you can find good stuff in there, it's like a lotto ticket. So I basically threw away like a scratch-off ticket. All right, so we're gonna put this in there, and this in there. My bank is full. It's a 6-slot bag. Do I have it? I don't have a better bag for that. Okay, so let's take some stuff out. Actually have all 9 blue pearls. 220, 245. What can I take out? Because I think to buy a bag is going to cost me 10 gold. I don't want to do that right now while I'm still trying to save up for a mount. I want those green hills of Stranglethorn. Okay, I guess I can get rid of these tigers, these gems. Those are probably fine to get rid of. Bolt of woolen cloth, I don't need that. Okay. Yeah, there you go. That was a free spot. I don't know why those were separated. Okay, so now I can continue. I can put this... I'll put these fish in there. So I've got some good fish there with this golden pearl. I think that's... Oh, I could probably put this aquamarine in there. Guess I don't need the 2 pieces of thick Kodo leather either. So that can be sold. Kind of want to save the Shadowcat hide for now in case I get more. Alright, that's probably good.
I guarantee this.
Wanted to return that back on. Alright, so we are almost cleaned out, and now what I need to do, the other reason why we're here is because we need to go pick up the You Too Good quest, which is a breadcrumb. You can skip it if you want, but since we're doing completionist, we are not going to skip it. That seems to be good. Alright, then I can clean up as we walk. Okay, so it's over there in the Valley of Honor, and then let's clean some things up. Oh, actually, on the way, let's cook these tender crab meats also. Okay, and we're going to use these leather. That's really got to be in Thunder Bluff. Actually, we can kind of stop the leather workers on the way. Alright, so for the tender crab meat, spiced chili crab, we need 2 hot spices. We need a total of 14. We need a total of 14 hot spices. Okay. And then that will allow me to cook my 7, which is good because we'll get 7 points out of this too, at least 5 points. And it gives me another thing for the well-fed buff. This is 12 stam, so it's a replacement for the clamlet surprise. When I run out of clamlet surprise, I now have a backup, so I don't have to feel bad about just wolfing down clams. I did get the full 7 points out of that. That's awesome. We're at 262, doing quite good on maxing out our stuff here. All right, so the only other thing I wanted to stop and do was take a peeky poo at the leather workers, because we can build what we have. Leather working supplies, right? Oh, that's the dude that just sells the stuff.
What are you looking for? Victory.
Okay, so I need to, first of all, we need to make some of our hides. There we go. Dang it. Okay, so no. But I do have curate, so I need 12 salts. Okay, and that would allow me to at least make 4 heavy hides, cured heavy hides, and I can use those right up. And if we had 4 points, we would be ready to pick up the next tier of leatherworking stuff, which will be good. I think we may, I don't know if we're gonna have 4 or not. Let's see. All right, so the Murloc armor, no. Barbaric leggings, we can do that for 10 each. Green Whelp armor, I can make 1 of those. Dusky leather armor, 10. Now here's the thing we want, because that's 8. That's 6, but it requires 2, and we do not have a surplus. So I think the best is to do this, 8. So if I can make 4 of them, it will be good. So I need fine threads. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we need to create all 4 of these, and then that will tell us to stop. That we can stop in Thunder Bluff to get the next on the way. We're going to need to travel anyway, so we'll stop in Thunder Bluff if we have to pass that way as we travel. Takes a second to build these barbaric shoulders. What's the point of making them take so long? To make you feel like you really earned it? I don't know. We are quite behind on our leather, so I'm glad that that zone did help us out. I mean, just by doing it, heck, even getting 5 points in a zone, it's not the end of the world. But if you think about these in terms of 5s, we're basically like level 38, but in reality, we're level 45. So we are behind, and it's going to be okay. Because, like I said, we'll hit Stranglethorn. We'll catch up at some point. It'll be like in leaps and bounds, kind of. It will seem like we're not getting a lot. Like we're building up stacks and stacks of thick leather. I have this light leather. Nothing I can do about that. This green whelp scale just takes 2 extra pieces. So it's an interesting armor set. I could probably honestly put those in my bag. Yeah, so those heavy hides did help us. What we're looking for is something that's comparable, something in the 8 or even less 6 range that doesn't take hides. Okay, so bang, that we just made a gold from that, which is good. We also have the Shadow Cat hide thing. I have thick hides, but I cannot make cured thick hides yet. So to get the next recipe, because these trainers we are beyond them, as they love to tell us.
You won't learn anything new from me.
Yeah.
You know too much already. If you want more training, talk to the Toranuna in the northwestern shops of Thunder Bluff Central Plateau.
Yeah, and then
Send
after
her my regards.
After 225, oh, you know what? I have that too. The spider belt. I think we just need to vendor that because pattern spider belt. It's interesting. I mean, I guess I could put it in trade. I'll put it in trade chat and just see if anybody wants to buy it. I don't know how rare it is, and I don't really care about spending that much time. Alright, You Too Good. I love the name of this quest. You Too Good. Alright.
You will need to find Nat Pagle in Dustwallow Marsh to get any better than you are
And we will.
currently. Lumac, no can teach adventurer no more. You too good? Find Lumac friend Nat Pagle. Is human but no eat. Is Lumac friend? Nat teach you fish gooder. You find Nat in Dustwallow Marsh, south of Humitown. Thermoro something like that. Nat probably fishing. Go now.
Alright, so nobody cares about my spider belt. So I'm just gonna vendor it. I mean, just because nobody cares. Let's see. Pattern spider belt. Let's look at JP Worgen, even though I can never trust JP Worgen. I never. It has to have a colon. Pattern. Nope. Spider belt. Yeah, that's nothing. Nobody cares. Somebody whispered it to me, so there you go. They literally just... If they want, I will respond. But we got to get out of here. All right, so you two good. They maybe, I mean, they're going to miss out because I'm going to leave and vendor it for 3 silver. Yeah, because it's, I mean, even like a gold would be better off than we were before. Because it vendors for 3 silver. Now let's look and see where... So if we look at the you two good, which I love. So you two good. Let's pick that one up on the spreadsheet. Profession quest for fishing. Let's boop over a little bit. We're going to do these 2. I got nothing left / you two good. We'll put them on our quest thing, actually. Because this is where we're going to go here. And I'm just going to leave them checked because we're... And the only thing is we're going to take this off. You two good, not Pagle, Angler, Extreme. So, yeah, first things first, we got to go down there, and then we'll kind of see. I do want to be able to go... I mean, I'll sell it to... Yeah, JP Worgen said it was like a 8 gold, and JP Worgen is always wrong every time I check it. Yeah, because when I looked at that, it was... even it said was like median was 8 gold or whatever, so I don't care. I don't know where they are though, but I'm wanting to get out of here. This is taking forever for 1 gold. All right, so then, yeah, so we're going to fly, like I said, we're going to fly, and then we're going to walk over, and then water walk our way down there as soon as this dude gets here. Okay, we got to wait a minute. He's flying here. I don't know where, he must be flying from Thunder Bluff. Okay, so what the heck can we do now with our time? I can make a heavy mage weave bandage. All right. Really, I'm kind of just helping out somebody, but 1 gold is 1 gold when we're on the path to
I have just the thing for you.
sell that heavy mage weave that I made. We have that small flame sack. I don't really need that either. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Slumber Sand. I love that. Alright, so we're slowing down the episode a little bit just to help out someone else. Basically, I mean, kind of sort of, it's not like we're providing them with this great you know, need or whatever, but it is... If you're either a collector for tailoring or you want it on an alt, or... I mean, it's kind of neat. If you use it, it removes immobilizing effects and makes you immune for 5 seconds. So it's straight up a PvP belt, and it's a pattern. So then you could, I guess, make those and sell those. So I think it has... That's why I kept it so long. I feel like it has uses. I just don't care. All right, so how about we'll pre-plan our traveling here as we go. So we're looking at Nat Pagle Angler Extreme. Let's look at that quest. Angler Extreme. Okay. So this is going to open up these 4 things. So the Feralus Ahi is mid-Feralus. So if we look at our potential flight paths, we don't have Camp Mojahe yet opened up. So for us to get there, now if we were the Horde when we were in Thousand Needles, so for us it's going to be a flight to Thousand Needles to Freewind Post, but then we're backtracking a little bit, or we could go to the Barrens and then we're walking some, taking the Great Lift down. I think it might be better to go there. That might save us more time than walking all the way from Camp Tarajo down, even though we're spending some time flying. The backtrack's not that far. That's not that far of a walk. So then we'll walk there. It's actually easier to do this one as Horde because you can just walk right here. Because as Alliance, there's a flight path right here, but getting around Camp, whatever that one's called in the middle, is a pain in the butt. You have to be really careful. And I think we already had to come on Alliance to get that piece of wood for whatever quest it was. So there's that. Okay, and then what else is there? There is the Misty Reed Mahi Mahi. So that's back in Swamp of Sorrows. That's on the other continent. Okay. There's the Sartharis Striker. That's found all around Desolus. Okay. So that's the other one on this continent. So we have 2 choices. We can do that, and then what? I'd rather save that for after. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we will, after we do this, we'll walk back up, cross back the swamp, and fly back to Thunder Bluff so we can stop there. And then, where's this dude flying from? Out. I was hoping that was him down there. Anyhow, so let's see. Let's look at the 4th one also. So I believe, yeah, Savage Coast. That's Booty Bay. Okay, so we're gonna be here. So if I go back to Orgrimmar, we can fly from Orgrimmar to Thunder Bluff, pitch stop, then go to Desolus, then fly back. No, I don't like that. All right, so we're going to fly down to Freewind Post from Brackenwall, walk over, pick that one up, fly up to Thunder Bluff, then fly over there. And then we'll hearth back here and take the Gromgall plane. Where's this dude at? What's his name? Zerhos?
Strength and honor.
Okay. So cool. Alright, so they give me 3 gold. That was nice of them. Especially since we waited around. And now we can get out of here. Okay. So now we're going to begin our journeys. Alrighty. So let's check it out.
You haven't lived until you've looked down on the world from the back.
All right, so down to Brackenwall Village. So this is the start. We have to start here. Options are limited because we've got to go pick it up from that Pagle. How long did that slow us down? Let's see where we're at. Okay, we're at an hour 10. And, you know, the fish... Oh, crud. Okay, when we land in Brackenwall, we got to see if there's a fishing area because we need aquadynamic fish attractors or else this is going to be a lot more annoying. Otherwise, we'll just go to one of the other ones first. So, when we go to the other side, the Eastern Kingdoms part's easy. We just need to get down to Booty Bay, or really the Savage Coast. We don't have to be in Booty Bay. I believe we can go on Gromgal's side. It should be fine. Yeah, it's all the way up here. So any Savage Coast area. So we could go to Gromgal. That's totally fine. We don't have to go to Booty Bay. Gromgal is actually better. And then we can fly from Gromgal over to Stannard and finish off right there. So that's easy. Okay, I like that. I like that plan. Okay, so that means when we're done here, we need to get back there. So if we go here, then I can go over to... The problem is, what order do I want to do here? I think I want to go here, here, boom, 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 like that, and then port back over. Okay, so we're going to fly... We're going to cross back over the water, fly down to the... whatever that place is, and then march over to Fairless. Fairless will be the first one we do. Then we're going to go back from that camp up to Thunder Bluff to do our quick leatherworking pickup and fly over here to Desolus. And then we're going to Hearth or Astral Recall back to Orgrimmar and take the boat to Gromgal instead of going to the Booty Bay route. And then at Gromgal we'll fish, we'll get the third fish, and then we will fly from Gromgal to Swamp of Sorrows, where we'll go out and get the fourth fish. The fourth and final fish. And the next zone we're doing, is Uldaman. So it's actually okay that we're gonna wind up... Oh, I do think we need to be... Yeah, we do have to... I'll pick up those quests tomorrow. The good thing is, this upcoming week, I'll be dropping episodes every day, because I get a week off work. So typically Mondays would be a Patreon day. For tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm still having a Patreon. I'm going to be doing 3 Patreon episodes this week. What is this? Oh, it's Chronicles. My mom sent me a picture. Those are probably... I think my mom just sent me a picture of the Chronicles of Narnia series box set, and she probably like found mine from when I was a kid. I have long since replaced those books. They're fantastic. I love the Chronicles of Narnia. I love C.S. Lewis. Just in general, I love him. I love pretty much everything he's ever wrote. I love his apologetics books as a religious person. Yeah, she's just, and then asking if my son would read them. But I already have a set, so I don't want her to like. She's probably looking at like Christmas shopping or whatever. All right, so here we are in Brackenwall Village. Here's the slightly annoying part where we're gonna have to run across the swamp. Oh, I want to find a trade person because we want to buy 4 aquadynamic fish attractors. Armor, butcher, potions, poison scrolls, and reagents. Whoa, whoa! Forgot about that person that had that. I could replace my couple inks I burned out on. Well, they do have a lot of scrolls. Okay, I don't see any other trade supply person here. Kind of maybe along this weaponsmith. It just says PvP.
The humans claimed much of the Dustwallow Marsh for themselves, but the Stonemaul clan, with our help, has been able to push them back.
Tailoring supplies, another dude, a bower. Yeah, I don't see trade supplies going on.
Be safe. The Horde and Alliance hold an
What?
uneasy truce.
Oh,
Outlying skirmishes
we
and
haven't done it.
actions are
I was like,
taken
how do
by
I have
one
quests
side
here? Because we haven't done this zone yet. Yeah, okay, so I don't see the trade supplies person, if there even is one. That's okay. We'll get it in the next stop. Because we are going to a couple other places first. We'll pass through 2 other towns. So I'm not really that worried. She's saying she got a used book, so I was gonna say I thought I had my childhood copy. So yeah, we're gonna see. This really, I really wish we could do water walking in Ghost Wolf form, but we're gonna be able to do this. Yeah, but anyway, we will pass through Camp Mojache or whatever it is. I don't know. Okay, so I just did that, and I don't think I could do both. No, you can't. Okay. Alright, so we're going to water walk our way out to Nat Pagle. I actually think this is a little better than not. Now, if you get hit, it does break your water walking, so be careful. Yep, see, we just... Now I just got a young marsh lurker, so you do have to be careful. Luckily, I have so many, I'm not that worried about it. But just try not to do what I just did. Try to not path right over a mob so that you waste your water walking. There's the Threshers. The Threshers are going to be a little less aggressive because they... it's like we're kind of messing with their brains because we're walking on the water, so they're going to treat us almost like we're on land. And also, we're higher level than these guys. This is a zone that's ripe to be dealt with. This is a portion of the game where really we are grinding nature. Swamp of Sorrows capped us, but now every time you start it, every time you start a new tier, it's gonna really, the beginning is gonna feel soft. So we're about to, I mean, Swamp of Sorrows felt soft in the beginning, but it was the fact that it really, it's such a weird zone. So the ending quests, which are technically kind of a blasted land thing, that did feel tough, but that's because that's sort of kind of a blasted land chain. Badlands is I'm doing that first, and that really, the only thing that really is changes whether I would do Dustwallow Marsh, because they're really both ripe. Obviously, we're starting with some gray quests, like we're ready to do this zone. We could easily do it. The thing that makes me pick is, one, I want to get Uldaman busted out. Two, the ending quest zones for Badlands are hard, but they're not crazy hard. And the final quest is a little tricky in this zone for Horde when you're fighting that guy 1v1. It's gonna be tricky. I'm a little bit worried how we're gonna. Dang it! I walked right over top of him, so that's my bad. We're almost to him, but I messed up with that Merc Thresher. I could fight him, though. But it's okay, we have so many of these. I'm still at 32, and that means it's taking up 2 spots. Look, someone's looking for Razorfin Crow. I love it. It's because it's the weekend. But I do want to talk about the upcoming record schedule. which I'm excited about for this upcoming week. But we'll talk about that in our long travels. We have a lot of travels, so we can fill out some of my white noise.
If you ask me, the best part about fishing is its slow pace. It gives one time to think, to reflect on past events and to plan for future ones. Oh, and it's also a great excuse to drink, heavily. Of course, you must be a friend of Lumax. Fishing? I can tell you all about fishing.
They even got a little robo-southern there.
See you around. Hello.
Okay.
Can't say I really enjoy fishing much. Figure I've been at it for a good 20 or 30 years now. I reckon people are driven to do what they do for different reasons. Now, I'm not saying you need to fish for 30 years or catch every fish in the sea to become a master fisherman. I reckon you just need to be determined. Determined enough to sit on your duff for hours at a time, doing nothing. I'll tell you what, catch me a few rare fish and I'll teach you a thing or two. Here's a list.
Alright, so that's now what we have. We have the list from Nat Pagle. Now the best thing for us to do would be to go back over to Brackenwall. I think that it's probably going to be best if we just retrace our steps here. So this is part one of the travel, is going back, and then like I said, we're going to fly down to Freewind Post. We're gonna check Freewind Post, and hopefully we get that there, and then we're gonna walk from Freewind Post over to this camp right here, and hopefully we find something there. By saying find something, I mean hopefully we find some lures so that we're ready to fish for the Feralus Ahi right there. Feralus is a zone I still have not done. I really hope I'm in Hinterlands today. I hope over the next week to fully finish Hinterlands. And then that's where I'm at on my own. And then that will allow me to begin Tanaris. That's my personal off-camera goal. So speaking of the next week, I am excited about the next week worth of records. Today is going to be normal. This will be the one episode that drops, and that is what it is. I've got football to watch, and I want to start decorating the house for the holidays. I did not end up going and getting a Christmas tree yesterday, like I mentioned on the last episode, because I think it's a little too early. My wife brought that up as a concern. I thought it was going to be fine, but you know, when I started looking at what, if anything, was available, I started to have some doubts myself. So then I was like, we'll wait a week. So try that out next weekend. But I still want to get the exterior decorations to the house taken care of, and so I'm going to work on that today. So those are my kind of goals. And then tomorrow, so normally what I would do is you guys would not see me on a Monday, and I would just do a record. We are still going to do that. Except I'm gonna wake up and give you guys a normal record tomorrow. It'll be great. And it should, so that means we should be starting our next zone. So we'll be starting Badlands. I don't know if we're going to start it with Horde or Alliance. I mean, we can kind of look at that in a moment once I get into a safer spot here. I'm too busy trying to navigate all these sea creatures. We're almost done with this part of the walk here. But, so we'll talk about whether we're going to start with Alliance or Horde in just a mo. What's our XP at, too, by the way? Quest log XP, they can tell me right now, we're going to get about 4,000 for that, and we're about 14,000 away from leveling up to 46. That'd be cool. But do I think we're going to get 10,000 XP just from rando mobs? Probably not. That's like 20 mobs we'd have to kill, plus some exploration. Don't think it's going to happen. If we're killing 20 mobs while we're doing this, we're doing something wrong. Yikes, gotta be... Finding where you can actually get over the hills is the annoying part. I was gonna say, I mean, heck, okay, let's start it. Let's start the process. Instead of running from mobs, let's fight. Maybe we'll get to 20, because getting the 46 level up out of the way would be kind of nice. Oh, it's not gonna be 20 mobs at that rate. It's gonna be 40. But either way, a couple hundred XP. Alright, so here we go with the next one. And Thousand Needles, the mobs are, if we run through mobs there, that's going to be more annoyinger, because those mobs are worth like nothing at this point. We've already beaten Thousand Needles. So I will be doing 3 Patreons this upcoming week to get myself ready for the next part, where I'm wrapping up the Assassin's Creed 1, and I'm kind of in the well, I want to wrap up all the Assassin's Creed 1 material and then work on the Assassin's Creed. We're kind of in the in-between, so then we'll be setting up to do the in-between stuff before Assassin's Creed 2. So we're going to be doing the not the final. Monday, tomorrow, I'll be going through the Assassin's Creed official strategy guide, kind of like we did with a couple of the World of Warcraft ones, where I probably don't do a full blow-by-blow of every page, but where we take a 20 to 30 minute review and kind of go through it, explore it. So that'll be cool. And then I will also start the next zone. So let's take a peek and see if it's going to be Alliance or Horde. So if we just look at where we're at on the database for Badlands, if you look, there's not a lot, but that's because so much is tagged as being Uldaman. The earliest level stuff is Alliance, no matter which way you split it. The ending level stuff in the dungeon is mostly neutral, but there are some trickier ones for Horde. Although there is this final one. These two are basically the same. So I think we will start this as Alliance. Also, we've had some time off from Glee Contest. We've had a few days off. I guess not really that long. So we'll start with her, and then in this process, we'll probably also get to put in her Nat Pagle quest. We'll repeat this quest line because she'll hit 46 somewhere in here. All right, so we'll start with that. My guess is that'll take us a couple days, and that'll take us a couple days, because a big part of this is running the dungeon. So I'm thinking we'll have 4, yeah, maybe all told, because there's a lot less Horde quests in Uldaman. Tons of neutral. But you can probably shave off a day or two, so I'm still optimistic, hopeful we can get this both done in a week. Maybe. And then that will set us up to, on this show, start Duskwall Marsh here that we're looking at right now, which is shorter if you look. Well, Duskwall Marsh as a zone is longer than either, but if you combine the two, there is no dungeon involved. And this chain is super easy and quick. So that's really not a big deal. I think we could finish that zone in a week, but we'll be back on the work schedule, and then we're going to be in Stranglethorn Vale, which I did finish, so that means we can start, and that one's going to take us a while. So finishing Stranglethorn Vale and these two, like, this is going to take us to the end of the year. That'll be the end of the year. Now, it won't be one whole year of show, because March will bring us to one whole year of show. So we're flying through Gadgetstan to get there. Had I known that, I maybe would not have done this path. Or maybe I clicked the wrong thing. That's also annoying if I did that. Because they were like side by side. Maybe I accidentally clicked Gadgetstan. Or maybe that is how you get there. You fly to Freewind via Gadgetstan. That seems weird, but I wonder. It looked like the clickers were side by side, so I wonder. Let's find out. So we swoop in. Am I landing? No. So that's literally how it goes. So so now I'm like second guessing. Should I have flown that way? Would it have been quicker to quickly fly out to Camp Tarajo and then fly down? Or I mean, then walk down. I don't know. At least the flying is fast. Alright, so let's say it's a 4-day journey here, if you count the exterior, so for Alliance. So I will start that tomorrow. and I'll do the episode after. And then I think what I'll do is I'll do a morning episode for sure. Well, I don't know for sure, but let's say I do that. I do a morning episode. Then I might drop a second episode of a reading one. So we might get an extra episode tomorrow where I do a little shorty. And then just as a free bonus for the week. And then I'll do a second Patreon, which will be a Assassin's Creed comic one. Then Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, I will drop another one, probably doing a lot of the exterior Uldaman dungeon. A lot of the elite stuff can be ground out very slowly. And in the evening, I will start some of the Assassin's Creed stuff. That will be the last reading, so then we'll be on the intermission type games. There are two. So if you look at the Assassin's Creed sheet that I'm making, there is a mobile game and one called a mobile, but it's really a DS game. So then there's also a movie and a second DS game, I think. And I have to look to see if there's anything else in that medium time, but I've worked my butt off to get an old Android push-button phone emulator on the computer, and I'll talk about that on how to make that happen if you're interested in doing that for yourself. If you want to play some old school, like 2007 Android phone games on your computer, how to make that happen in a way that is not infuriating, because it took me a lot of time to both pull it off, make it run properly, and then make the game playable with a controller, a PlayStation controller. Alright, so we landed here, and now we're making our run. We're going to stop at this camp and pick up this flight path on the way, and I forgot to look at Freewind Post for fish. Dang it. Fishing lures. I don't know, it's not a big fishing town. My hopes are high that there will be one in this camp. Because we need some stuff. We need some, because some of these zones, particularly, really all of them, not all of them, but some are going to be annoying, and we just don't want that to happen. We're at 225, and this is all wasted fish time too, because you can't raise a point in fishing until you do this, but it doesn't unlock until you're 225, so it's wasted fishing time. Yeah, so I have that mobile game. I think it's going to be beatable in one episode, so I think Wednesday night I will probably make that episode, and in the day I will have worked on Badlands. Now, what I do worry about is Thanksgiving is Thursday, and oops, I am totally going a bad path. I worry because if I'm set up to do Uldaman, I wanted to make an early episode, so will I be able to find an early episode, I mean a group for Uldaman early as heck on Thanksgiving morning and finish it and not have it throw off all my cooking, which I have to start early as heck? Probably not. Alright, so you know what I'll probably do? Let me flip this. I'm already going to pre-flip it in my head. I was going to do that bonus reader one on Tuesday. Scrap that. I'm not going to do it. What I'll do is I will throw you guys the short reading episode on Thursday. So that we can... So I can still put one out for you. I can say hi to everybody on Thanksgiving. But it's going to be within my control, the time on it. And it will not throw me off. Because I have a full day of cooking. I do all the cooking for Thanksgiving. And I got a lot to do. So... as we continue to travel, maybe I can come back and talk about some of the fixins that I'll be making on that day. But that way, that will push us, and we can do Uldaman on Friday, good old Black Friday. I might have to do that on Friday evening because I have... Yeah, I probably will. Because I have... We're going to meet up with some family for like a little Black Friday brunch kind of thing that day. And maybe that's when I'll get the Christmas tree. And then Saturday, yeah, I've got an interesting week coming up. So then, yeah, but I can still squeeze that one in. You know, it's Thanksgiving weekend. It's one of those things where you have like, okay, I'm gonna do all the things, but really, it's gonna get busy. I'm gonna be getting busy. But I could still like Friday night, Saturday night drop episodes. So Friday I could probably do Uldaman. Saturday we'll start the Badlands with the Horde character. Sunday we'll be probably continuing to wrap up doing some of the exterior Badlands stuff. So that probably going into the final week, yeah, we won't quite finish Badlands during this week off. I just don't think it's going to happen, just because it is kind of a chunky zone. Now, in the meantime, I do hope to be able to bust through. There's about 60 quests in Hinterlands, and I would imagine, I haven't done the spreadsheet yet, but I would imagine if you look at the Hinterlands thing, most of them are faction related. That's actually cool. There's not that many, and actually all of those mission ones are not real. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's a daily, and I'm pretty sure it's like Season Discovery or something. So there's really, in reality, because it says there are 68, but really chop off this, yeah, so there's probably really around 50 quests, and they're really almost all faction specific. And like Grim Message, I've already done. Some of them we've already come up and done. So now we're really talking about 40 to 45. And so there's probably 20 quests each, 20 to 25, and so about 30 quests. So there's I will probably finish Hinterlands like by Wednesday at the latest, so that'll be good. All right, we are here. There's a couple things I want. We want to see if I can buy some fishing stuff. That's just a dude. See if there's anybody specifically selling trade goods. That's a light armor merchant. Cool.
Walk with the earth.
Trade supplies.
What brings you here?
There's bright baubles. That's what we need. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Whitefish steak, baked salmon, lobster stew. I'm gonna buy those later, but I will buy this hot wolf ribs. Okay, so we have what we need from there. I love that. Yeah, hot wolf ribs. Give me that. And they are already obsolete. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're going to continue... Oh, before we continue down the path, let's make sure we get the flight path also. So that we can fly here in the future instead of
Where would you like to
doing
fly
what
to?
we just did. And we're actually going to come back and use that flight path in a few. Alright, so now we are finally set up to do our first bit of fishing. I'm going to go find that spot. Let's see when the fishing begins. So we're already at 1:40. So it took us about half an hour just to get the quest and make our way out into the world to start fishing. Hopefully it gets a little bit better as we go. So the first thing we need is the Feralus Ahi. Old Ahi tuna. Yum, yum, yum. We did get 345 XP for going to the wilds. We still need 12,800. I do not think that's going to happen for us. We got to look for... There's the Woodpaw Hills, so another 300 XP. Great. Little fairies. I have not done this zone. It is the end of the next tier that my character just started. So the tier I just started, I consider Hinterlands, Tanaris, Searing Gorge, and Feralus to be kind of a a tier of difficulty, and I just started that tier. So I'm hoping with all this extra time off, I will be like deep into Tanaris, close to finishing, so that by the following week, I can hopefully finish Tanaris and also Zul'Grub, or Zul'Farrak, I mean. Alright, so here's where we go. They're fishing right now too. They're doing the quest most likely. So I'm going to go right up to this Night Elf Druid, and I'm going to fish too. They must have just got what they needed. We're going to put bright baubles on this. Oh no, they just added a thing. They might not be fishing for the quest. They might be fishing for goods. So me and this Night Elf Druid, I might be annoying them because if they're doing it by audio, sometimes it's annoying to hear someone else's bobber. Got a raw red gill. I fished over here on that side when I did this before, and I had a little bit more luck. I might swim over to that side if I have 2 or 3 casts with no luck. Oh, we got it right away. Okay, so I'm gonna walk right across. Why not use one of those? And now up we go. I'm going to go ahead and re-equip my mace. And we already have the first, because so as you can see, if you get into the right spot, it's pretty good. Pretty easy peasy. Mithril head trout, no. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to walk back now, and now is where we're going to fly to Thunder Bluff and get our small just pinch of leather working. Just see where we're at with that. And make that happen, Captain. And, yeah, so Hinterlands, yeah, so I think Hinterlands Tanaris, I'm hoping I can get a chance. You know, I don't get that much of a chance to play that much. Lately, it's just too busy. Then that will take us to, let's see, it'll be November. I mean, it'll be December. So then by December 8th-ish, which is my wife's birthday, should be finishing Tanaris somewhere in that ballpark. Maybe taking Zul'Farrak into the next week. And then beginning Searing Gorge. I don't know how long Searing Gorge is. My guess is it's kind of a moderate level 2. So probably, let's say, it'll take us into the 15th, into the 22nd. So then into the Christmas time, we start to get to that week before Christmas. I should hopefully be wrapping Searing Gorge by then, or it's getting somewhat close to it. And then, but then I'll be busting it out, so I'll be able to get Feralus done. I think Feralus is a decent sized zone. And Baradon, get that all wrapped up and ready to go as our questing.
Where would you like to fly to?
Thunder Bluff.
Very well.
Which I think when you fly to Shadow Prey Village, I think you go by way of Thunder Bluff anyway. So this is really just one stop away. This is not that bad of a flight. And we will be very quick in Thunder Bluff. And then Tusk Village will be quick outside of there. Then we will hearth back to Orgrimmar, take the plane over to Gromgal, where in Gromgal we will get right outside of Gromgal, we can get our 4th. And then we'll fly, our 3rd fish, and then we'll fly from Gromgal back to Stannard, where we'll go to the beach and get our final piece of fish. And then we will have to go back to Duskwallow. So we will once more do what we did. So we'll astral recall or whatever again. Yeah, this is taking a little bit of time. This episode's turning into, just doing this quest is turning it into a full-length episode. But we gotta do it at some point. And poor Gleekon Glee Contessa is going to have to do the same thing. Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's not that long so far. I think we were at about 5 or 10 after when we began of the hour. So it hasn't even been, 45 minutes yet. It's been a little bit more than half an hour. But yeah, I would say if you're going to do this quest, you're probably going to need to devote an hour of your life, more or less, depending on your traveling abilities in order to do it. So, let's talk about Thanksgiving. We got that coming up, right? And we got a lot of travel. I don't think we're going to have as much travel coming up in the next days. Yeah, I do think actually, let me finish my train of thought. So I think around that Christmas break, that Christmas time period, I'll be able to be hopefully personally be starting Fellwood in that time. Either just starting it by the end of it. I think I'll be able to do a lot of good work on there. So I'll be getting into that Fellwood Ajara, and that'll be cool because that means my characters will probably be getting close to level 60. I'll be getting into that end game mentality. Now, as far as us as a show, how can I foresee what we're doing? So right now we are on. We just wrapped up Swamp of Sorrows today. We're going to start Badlands. Like I said, I think we will not quite finish it over this week with Badlands and Uldaman, but over the following week, we definitely will. And then we'll be starting Duskwallow Marsh. Then I think over that next following week, we'll be into the 15th or so. We'll be probably getting close. Duskwallow Marsh won't take us that amount of time. Probably finish as we get throughout that week. Then leading into the next week, we will be starting Stranglethorn Vale, which is quite long. We'll get a piece done. That's probably going to be like a 10 episode thing. But as we enter that winter period, I can probably have another few solid weeks. So probably as we get just past Christmas, like right around New Year's Eve, so as we start the next year, we can probably wrap Stranglethorn Vale. And then over that next following, the first week of the new year, we'll be in Hinterlands as well. Probably can finish that one in that time. So that's good. Now, because my goal is, where will we be around March if I'm really projecting forward? Well, then we'll start working again to Naris and Zul'Farrak. Let's just say that takes us a couple weeks, so it takes us into late January. Searing Gorge, we can maybe takes us a little bit. I need to go to Leatherworker. I can't remember what platform he's on. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I think it's that Thunderbluff Armorers. So maybe Searing Gorge as we start to get into the beginning of February. Then Feralis getting us late February. Fellwood. So probably we will be right around the 1 year mark. We're going to be somewhere around Ajara or Ungoro Crater. So getting pretty dang close. But it just goes to show you how long it takes to do.
The wind. I cannot help you with further training.
Not you.
Your skill at working with leather rivals my own.
Okay, Barbaric Harness and Guardian Gloves are two more that we just picked up.
Vouch for your skill if need be.
So the Barbaric Harness
Karen
is
has brought us to a
14
land
with an
rich
Iron
with
Buckle.
possibilities
Not
for
doing
the
it.
future.
That
We have been
request.
fortunate, and so in turn we pass on our good fortune to others. That is why I began teaching adventure.
Bummer. Alright, so our still best bet, there's nothing great. This requires a buckle and 14. And it's not even good. These gloves are probably our best bet, but we need cured heavy hides for them. But at least now we need one per every 4. 16 if I don't have the hides. So we have a better thing now, but it takes hides. And I only, even if I were able to buy those, I would only be able to do 4, so there's no point. So, not for now anyway. So we're stuck. We need more heavy hides. I would consider buying more heavy hides. I think I already did that. I'll buy some cured heavy hides next time. I feel like it's going to help us get to another level. Because they weren't that expensive. I think I was able to buy some stacks, and they're just really a few silver. I every time.
What bring?
When mounted on the back of a wind rider, one
Whether we
sees
buy
that
them
its
cured or
reputation
we
for
buy them
strength and
raw
speed
doesn't
is
really
well
matter to me.
earned.
Alright, so that's good. And then if I'm really just spitballing, let's say we finish Ungoro Crater in March. We get into the Blasted Lands and the Sunken Temple quests. Let's say that takes us halfway through April. And then that puts us in endgame material. So then let's say April takes us through Western Plague Lands. Let's just, again, spitball. Then Burning Steps and Eastern Plague Lands can get us through May. We're also going to be throwing some dungeons throughout there. You know, we're going to be looking at after Sunken Temple, we'll be looking at Blackrock Depths, Lower Blackrock Spire, Scholomance, Dire Maul. You know, as we mix those in and the quests that go along with them. So then as we enter the summer, we should be getting near the end of the game. Now this, of course, assumes I can keep up off camera and I don't have to slow us down. But I would imagine over the summer, so approximately 6 months from now, in the 6 to 8 month range, we should be fully done with our classic walkthrough completionist guide and be moving on to whatever exists at that point in time. If there is a dedicated era Burning Crusade, as if they decided to go that route, that'd be super awesome. And we could check that out. We could also just completely revert over and go retail at that point in time. I like both ideas. There was a way to transfer, even if it was paid, to transfer from Classic Era over to Burning Crusade. That would be super awesome. But if they wanted it to be fresh, like what they're doing right now, because I don't want the fresh servers that are then going to move us into Burning Crusade. I don't want to do that because we're on a timeline and it might, through no fault of our own, it might ruin the show. Like it might make the show impossible to continue, and that would just seriously... Like, it could waste months of my life. It could... We already did that once, and I don't want to do that again. So I'm going to err on the side of caution. Now, it says we can get the Sartheris Striker. This is the second one. Anywhere out here? I don't know how true that is. I know for sure you can get it along this coast. That's typically where I've gone in the past, and that's what we're going to do right now. So, we're going to... We still have... No, we have nothing, so we're going to use another one of our baubles. The time expired on that, so that's okay. Not that we... This is probably the easiest zone to fish in, so we probably don't need this, but we're going to do it to be safe. Alright, so we're going for the Sartheris Striker. We've got some Ahi Tuna in there, and now we're going Sartheris Striker. You don't know exactly where... I mean, I haven't had to do a ton in any zone, but I mean, who knows? Okay, so far no good. So we got it on the second cast for the Feralus Ahi. Okay, it shouldn't take, I would imagine it shouldn't take more than 10 to 20 casts to get it. Even that's getting a little bit extreme. I did have this kind of luck. You know, I've done this quest a few times. I have had nothing crazy, but I have had some times where it does take in the 20s. So, just RNG, it's the name of the game. And as you can see, you can fish down the coast. It says you can fish out there too. I guess we could probably water walk if we wanted to and fish standing on the ocean, which is kind of cool. If you think about leveling up a skill, it takes 7 to 8. So not much worse than doing that. We're at 6 so far. Come on. Yikes. Alright, so bad luck so far. I mean, I do look forward to doing Maraudon. There are some cool dungeons here. You can get up to the north, but I have... This is where I've done this before. I always come right to this little spot, so I can vouch that it works right here. Just a matter of luck. RNG. They want undead strat. Of course, they need a tank. There's some of those lobster people, the sentient lobster race. Can't even remember what you call them. Makrura. Jeez, we're... Yeah, they're there. Yeah, we're getting... Bad luck. Bad luck. And we're just filling our bag with trash fish, too. Low-level alchemy fish. Yeah. So anyway, I do think at the rate that we play... And I'm trying to be conservative with those guesses that I have. Ugh. But I really think that that will be good. That will... That's how we'll do it, and it will be very exciting, and it will infuse us. We'll get some new books, we'll get some new media. If we... There will be reading that comes up. That, you know, it's just... This game has really put us in such a holding pattern. Jeez Louise. With our reading, and a big part of the show was that lore in the beginning. Want to buy mithril casing. I'll tip 2 gold. Come on. Real life fishing is... Also, I mean, like, fishing is fine. I'm fine doing this, but yes, fishing is an activity that is best served when you don't feel a time crunch. When the episode starts to run long like this, and I'm like, I mean, I do have a ticking timer. I do have an appointment, aka watching football at 1 o'clock server time, so that's non-negotiable. I'll drop this like a bad habit, or I mean, actually, that would mean I guess it was hard. It would be hard to drop it. This episode will not go over that. So if the RNG gods truly just hardcore smite us, then that is what it is, and we'll just finish it on the next episode tomorrow. We've already done a lot of it. We would just marry this in with Lee Contessa. Oh my goodness gracious! I might have to move my spot. This is just really bad luck. I've caught it right here before though, so it's just RNG. And this is the easiest zone. We're well above. We have 80 points. Yeah, we're over 300 fishing right now, so. Yeah, we're at 305 fishing. Leatherworking's the one thing we haven't hit artisan in yet. So far behind on that. I mean, whatever. We can always grind that if we really get stuck. Or buy leather. It's not that expensive to buy it cheaper. Come on. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. When we're fishing with the, like, hey, we can do the math, whatever, I don't mind it as much. But when this, it's just like every cast, maybe we'll get lucky. It's like, I don't know if they have it in Classic, but it's like that fishing mount you can do, where it's like a sea turtle or something like that, and it takes thousands of casts on average to get it. But hey, it's RNG, so I always feel like anytime I'm fishing in the sea, but I don't know if it exists here in Classic. Wow. Really bad luck. They announced the inactive players for the game, so I wanted to take a peek. Of Cornerback Dwight McLaughlin is inactive. He is our... He's mostly a special teamer. Low on the depth chart. Come on. So that doesn't matter. Levi Drake Rodriguez is a defensive line, like a third stringer. He's a young new rookie. So is Dwight McLaughlin. So it's a shame he won't get a chance to get a couple snaps, but it's not going to hurt the game plan very much. Offensive line Dan Feeney, that's a third stringer. So that is not the end of the world. Same thing, Walter Rouse. Those are deep backups. So we have a lot of backups. Tight end Josh Oliver, I knew was going to be inactive. He is best blocking tight end in football for pass block, and he is a good outlet. However, we did recently get TJ Hawkinson back. My brain is shifting. Oh my, okay, I gotta move. I can't do it anymore. Gotta move to another spot because we're having horrendous luck. But yeah, as we get closer and closer to football time, my brain is switching over to that. I mean, we've almost used our entire 10 minutes of water walking. Also, I wanted to have lunch before the game, and now it's going to be cutting that close. Right away, as soon as I moved it, I got it. Okay. Of course, that's how it goes. Alright, now we're going to astral recall and do phase 2, the Eastern Kingdom side of this mission. So we're going to go back and get on the Zeppelin to Gromgal. I'm not worried about switching off my fishing pole at this point because we shouldn't have any fighting that really... What's this guy? Fishing?
What's up? Hey. If you want to test your fishing skills, then I have just the place for you.
Yeah, so I've actually never, ever in my history of playing World of Warcraft, I've never competed in the fishing tournament, ever. Yeah, so that's the only one that's really going to hurt us, Josh Oliver being out. We do have Nick Muse and Johnny Munt, a couple backup third string, fourth string tight ends that are not too shabby. You know, they're okay. And then, of course, we have a really good tight end. It's going to help. It's going to hurt our pass pro a little bit against the Bears, which have a good defense. They're missing Tyler Scott. Never heard of him. Wide receiver. DB, Amir Speed. Never heard of him. Amagaji is an offensive lineman. Don't know. Elijah Hicks. I've heard of him. But some of it's just by nature of playing. So nobody that I've really super duper heard of. Maybe a couple O-line. Dominique Robinson. None of them. Yeah, so it sounds like they just have positional players. Alright, so this is what we want. We want this Zep over to Gromgal. Perfect. It was just sitting there waiting for us. Alright, so that's my life in football. And so we have two pieces left on this. We have to get the Misty Reed Mahi Mahi and the Savage Coast Blue Sailfin. So we're going to go for the Sailfin, I believe that is. And then we still have to, on top of that, go back to Dustwallow and go down the Nat Pagle and turn it in. So we have but that part wasn't that long. That actually is winding up being short. But this is why this quest is terrible. Think about what we had to do for cooking. We had to purchase some cheese, get some eggs, and get some clams. The clams are pretty ubiquitous, so the meat was very cheap to purchase. And the eggs, you didn't need too many, so you could, like, there was some annoyances to it, but you could also just dump some gold, about 20 gold all told, probably, at the auction house, and then that's it. You're good. And then just go down to Tanaris and turn it in. For first aid, you have to go to Where did we? I'm trying to remember. Arathi Highlands. Just go to Arathi Highlands, and wow. All right, so I'm gonna go a little bit over. Go fish right here, and then we're gonna fly to the last spot. Hopefully, we have some better RNG. I'm gonna replace some baubles on here because I don't know how hard it is to fish in Stranglethorn. We might as well increase our odds. And right now it's the Booty Bay fishing tournament, so who knows? Maybe we'll catch something cool. And then I don't know. Maybe this is a weird time to be doing it since it's the fishing tournament right now. I guess officially I'm fishing in the fishing tournament. I don't know what you're supposed to be catching. Not that. Firefin Snapper. I'm good. I think typically I actually usually go down around the waterfall area. We'll see. We'll do a couple casts and then I'll start inching my way down. Yeah, so not feeling that. Come out here and do this. Couple casts over here. Switch my spot up. Gud Sweet Roll. They are. I mean, maybe there's a certain specific fish you need. I do think there's like certain fish that are worth something special in Booty Bay. There we go. I'm not going to worry about it though because we got the Savage Coast Blue Sailfin. That's what we need. Alright, so we're down to the final fish, the Misty Reed Mahi Mahi. We have to sail over to Stannard and then walk our way down. And we can talk a little bit too about how would this process be for an Alliance member. Spoiler, it seems like it's going to be more annoying. Alright, so first of all, for here, that's obviously way more annoying to get to, so you're probably instead going to come up from Booty Bay and then fish around this island. Excuse me. For the Misty Reed part, you've got to go to Blasted Lands just a little further before you walk away, so just a pinch more annoying. And this one, a pinch more annoying. For the Desolus portion, you're going to have to go to the camp up here and then work your way over. So, medium more annoying. And then for the Feralist side, you've got to land here and then walk around the camp. So, a pinch more, like, it's for every single one, it's just a little bit more annoying. The only thing that it's not more annoying for is the actual Nat Pagle. You can start right in Theramore and hop off and go over. That's the only part that's less annoying. Much easier to get to Nat Pagle for the 2 times the beginning and end that you have to go there. You just go to Theramore, hop over. And you can get there via boat, you can get there whatever. Yeah, so in terms of like how will we do that quest? Well, we will... She'll fly to Theramore or take a boat there, depending on where she's at. If we're doing it from Loch Modan, then we'll fly to Wetlands, take a boat over there. Okay, then she'll hop there. Then, if we go right back to that side, the Theramore side, then we fly. She could then fly down to here, walk over here, but then have to... I think there's actually a flight path right here too. That's actually probably what we'll do. We'll continue and you take this little mini boat from here over, and then we'll fly up to Nigel's Point and then walk down. Then we would hearth back to Stormwind and fly from Stormwind to the Blasted Lands. Get that, then come back and fly up to... actually, if we're Stormwind. Yeah, and then we'll fly down to Booty Bay. And then, I guess from Booty Bay, we could take the port to Ratchet, since we're right there. And then fly from Ratchet down to Menethil, and then hop back over. So, yes, a little bit more annoying, but not, like, the most annoying thing we've ever seen. And what is annoying me is that it keeps not showing, like, Questies being a bubble. Alright, so we're about to land in Stoner, and we can go over here for our last round of fishing. We still have 5 minutes on this. We might be able to make it in time. We are also cutting it mighty close. It's about to be 12:30, and we still have to land. But it's really all about the spot. So that first spot must have been bad. All right, so if we can get good luck on this fishing, then we're gonna be. We still have 6 minutes left on the Astral Recall, but that's okay because come on. Because we can just Hearthstone if we have to, but also it might take us more than 6 minutes to walk. What the heck? It might take us more than 6 minutes to walk to the swamp and catch the fish. So let's see. I hope it doesn't. And then, yeah, when we get there, we're going to have to then fly down to Brackenwall and then run and jump over. And then I will be going back to Orgrimmar for that last piece. Because I think we already looked. There's nothing in Thunder Bluff to set us up for Uldaman. That is Duskwallow Marsh. That's just Mage Weave, which we're not even using that yet. We're still making bandages out of it. Okay, and then over here, Dungeon. Shadow's Shard Fragments is Maraudon. Duskwallow March is, I believe, Sunken Temple, but I might be wrong. That might be Zul'Farrak for the Tiara of the Deep. Okay, Mage Weave. Now, Necklace Recovery is Uldaman. Ripple Recovery, I don't remember. I don't even remember where that's from. Betrayed and a Threatened Feralus. Feralus is obviously Feralus. Betrayed is a Jara. So, but we will have to go pick up this Necklace Recovery. So we'll do one final Hearth over there, and that's where we'll stop. We'll start the next episode for Horde. From there, we'll then Zeppelin over to Undercity, where Tabitha's task is Duskwallow Marsh, which is just, again, Tiara of the Deep. So we can pick that up from either. Still need wool. Lines of communication. Hinterlands. Okay, let's see if I can catch some fish right here. That's Ungoro Crater. I don't know what Seeping Corruption is. Reclaim Treasures, though. We need that one. Okay, what we're going to do is each time we're going to just take a couple beats. And then someone was just out here killing all those Murlocs. So we'll just fish a couple times, then move. Keep trying new spots. Okay, so that one didn't really do us any great favors. But as you can see, you can kind of fish down here. We're just going for the Misty Reed Mahi Mahi. Yeah, so we got Mahi Mahi and Ahi. Those are both like fish that we could eat here. Sailfin, I guess, is if you think of it like sailfish or swordfish. There we go, we got it. Okay, so we did not, but we can just use our Hearthstone. Rather than waiting 3 minutes to Astral Recall, we're going to Hearth away. Hopefully I don't have to fight that gator. Pretty close. Excellent. Okay, so put Mograine's Might back on, and now we have to go fly back to Brackenwall Village. Now we're all good. There's no RNG left. This is just a matter of travel. Which is what it is. Weather's a little chilly, and I think that's pretty much from what I'm hearing is like everywhere. Like it's a very little cold snap across the U.S. right now.
You've looked down on the world from the back of a Wind Rider.
Okay, so the flight to Brackenwall. I think there's a mod you can have which tells you like how many minutes is each flight time going to be, and that's cool. Oh, I should probably check my fantasy. Make sure nobody is a sudden out on my lineup here. I am suffering this week. I've got hit very hard by and my opponent is projected to wallop me. The person I played did terribly. On Thursday Night Football, I got 2 points or something. I didn't think about the weather on that one. I should have. It was a snow game. I had a running back and a wide receiver I could have played. Neither would have done amazing, but I could have at least got 5 to 8 more points had I played the running back instead, which I would have had I thought for 1 second about it being a massive snow game. Alright, so this Nat Pagle, what it will teach us is the ability to be an artisan fisherman, and that does nothing other than the fact that now we can continue to fish all the way up until we get to level 300, so shortly, when we hit level 46, we will already be primed to keep our fishing going. I know you guys are just loving that. I guess the pro is there's only 75 more points of fishing. There's only 15 more times we're going to have to spend 10-ish minutes fishing. That time will actually go up a little bit when you start to get towards the end. It's 10 to 11 casts per level up. So it starts to get closer to 2 minutes per level up. That's still fine. That's still 10 minutes of fishing. I guess it's less than 10 minutes usually, and it's going to get closer and closer to the end. It's going to be at that 10-minute mark pretty much when we're fishing. Alright, we just passed Ratchet. This is our last now flight link from the Ratchet area over to Brackenwall. We can make a direct run. The good thing this time we will not have to run back because we're just going to astral recall back and log. So it's just landing in Brackenwall, running down to Nat Pagle to turn that in. So again, give yourself. This has taken us over an hour. It's been about an hour, 20 minutes. We are on 2 hours and 17 minutes of this episode, and we were at about an hour and 10 when it all started. So this is not the longest episode we've ever made, but it does show you that if you want to complete this, prepare to devote more than an hour, really. We could have shaved some time off. If you're really, really, really efficient and have some, maybe a mount, or a fast mount even, and maybe you're a mage or something like that, and you can strategically set your hearthstones up. Maybe do this a little better, but not much because you're still limited by cooldowns. The portals can only take in certain capitals, and you could, maybe have your hearthstone set to Dust Wallow or something like that, and that could help you with the beginning and end of the quest with the hour that's going on in between. But even then, you're banking on the fact that it's going to take you an hour to do it. Alright, we're about to land, and then we just have to make the run. When we do this with Gleek and Tessa, she's going to be a little bit worse. She'll have to hug the coastline because she can't walk on water, but at least she has a mount. So I think all told, it'll probably still be it'll be fine. She might even be a little faster because that mount is such an increase in speed, and we lose our speed buff when we walk on water. So the problem is that she's going to continually be like falling in and out of the water, and so if she's spending more time out than in, then that actually might make it pointless to use the mount, and then it will be slower for her. So I think I could see it happening either way. Most likely it'll be somewhere in the middle where we start with the mount, we're able to navigate part of the way on mount, but eventually it just becomes unlikely, like no longer useful. So whatever. If we'll kind of keep our eyes on that right now as we run along, just to see what it looks like. Let's just try it in Ghost Wolf form and see. as a preview, because that might even be faster for us, and the difference is we will be able to just use water walking. So if you hug the coast here, I guess the downside is you're not traveling in a straight line. So you lose a small pinch because of that. But yeah, like all of this, we'd be able to be on horseback still. Also, I think the Makrura like to hang along the little coasts more often. So, or like right here, like it'd be better with water walking. We could just cut that off right there. That's a little bit better. Oh well, I guess so. Don't try to go over. So we're losing some because we're following the curvature of the land. Is that making up for the 40% movement speed bonus? Probably. Because I don't think it's increasing our distance by 40%, but so far we've made it all the way down here and we've been able to stay in Ghost Reform. Here's where I think it's gonna hurt us, right around here. Yeah, we just hit water, so we would have dismounted. Okay. Not to mention there's a crew right there. So we could get right back on. But then for what purpose? Maybe we could go through there. I think we'll wind up trying it as much as we can. Because now look, I'm not going to, but when we get on horseback, we could continue following that curve. It should be okay. We did not level up. There was very little fighting to be had in here. This is not a combat related thing. We fought that one spider on the way out. Because I thought, hey, maybe we could start working towards that. I think there's a thresher. Yeah, right there. I don't wanna... So even this, like, yeah, we're not following the curvature of the land, but I am curving around, trying to avoid fighting these mobs. For a second you saw the mobs light up underwater. Useful. Alright, we are officially artisan in everything after this. Except leatherworking. Except our main profession. But our skinning we are. And we will be, I mean, we'll be able to do it soon. You have to be 200 and we're 190. We could be 194 if I bought some hides. Alright, buddy, here we go.
Hey there. Safe travel.
Anything biting today?
Now that's a fine catch. Come over here. Let me show you how to set a few lines.
And he did. Alright, so we got 3,900 XP and we are artisan. And now we're going to astral recall. We'll never have to do anything like that again. We can just fish our way to the end of the game now. So we don't have to worry about fishing recipes. Anything like that. The recipes, that's all cooking stuff. Alright everybody, we did it. We have kind of a hybrid episode. We finished Swamp of Sorrows and then we did a mega journey. We will do that journey one more time from an Alliance perspective since we're doing a full completionist run. But I thank you everybody so much for watching, for listening, for tuning in. Please like, please subscribe. Check out the Assassin's Creed work I do on Patreon. And links for all that stuff are in the comments. Thank you everyone. See you next time on Lore of Warcraft.